What's up, Aries? How you doing? Time for your June 2025 main monthly reading. June 2025 for Aries. Pardon me, I got this brand new deck. I'm still breaking it in here. So it's a little bit slippery. There we go. All right, man, dude, here we are about halfway through the year already for June. So, for those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. And we've made a couple of changes to the website. We've added a couple more reading options on there. So now it's not 24-hour readings only. We've added a 48-hour and a 72-hour option on there as well, okay? Also, don't forget, this is being recorded still in the month of May. So while we are still in the month of May, my course for the month of May is my course on how to read the tarot. Okay, that's a two-part course. My goal with that course is to help those of you who want to learn how to read have the confidence to develop your own personal style without being so intimidated and freaked out by it. It's a much simpler process than you would think, and a lot of people are really intimidated by it. So that's my goal with that course. Like I said, it's a two-part course, though, because there's a lot that goes to it, but the link for that is in the description, and June 1st, that course goes bye-bye. All right? All right, let's jump into this. Let's see, what do I read first for June? How about let's look at the person that you have past history with. Good old past person, man. That's my favorite thing to read anyways. I don't know why. It's just my favorite thing to read. All right. Past person for Aries. What's happening in June, universe? Five of Swords reversed. Two more. All right. Seven of Cups. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Okay, so I do think the two of you are going to reconnect. More than likely very briefly, though. The Knight of Wands, anytime you hear me say a brief reconnection, I'm talking the Knight of Wands. It's hard to say exactly how this is actually happening. But, I mean, with the King of Cups reversed, it doesn't really look like this person is opening up and spilling their heart out. As a matter of fact, with that Seven of Cups there, it looks like they're still just kind of keeping their options open, playing around, playing the field. This honestly kind of feels like the type of energy where you all just bump into each other somewhere, like out somewhere maybe. I guess for some of you, if that's not a plausible situation, maybe for some of you, they could show up in your inbox. But it just kind of feels like there's going to be a very, very brief on and off reconnection. And honestly, it may arrange itself in such a way that not only is it brief, but you have no problem with it being brief. I don't know if you're just going to completely turn your back on this after connecting with them one time or what, but let me see this person's truest, deepest feelings and intentions. Let's see. Past person Aries dealt with. Some of y'all dealt with an Aquarius in the past, possibly. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Past person Aries dealt with. How do they feel about you? How do they see you? What's their energy look like? What kind of person are they in general? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Damn, star card again. A lot of Aquarius energy in here. Could be anybody, though. Those are just energies. Well, they have been keeping an eye on you, honestly. Yeah, they've been keeping an eye on you, but they're really holding back. They're really holding back. With this 5 of coins right here, it almost kind of looks like they're wanting you to regret it, or like be either regretful or remorseful, or I think they want you I don't really want to say to come chasing after them, but it's like they want you to feel regretful, you know. It would depend on how the situation came to an end as to how that energy would express itself. But it's like they want you to feel regretful. They want you to miss them. But the question is, why do they want you to miss them? Why do they want you to want them? Are they trying to like get back with you and reconcile? It doesn't look like it with the Ace of Cups reversed here. Probably just because it would make them feel better about themselves, you know? So, some of you dealt with a Sagittarius. I also have Virgo, Leo, Libra, Aquarius, Leo again. All right. Well, I think we got the outcome in the first spread. So let's grab the advice. What's the advice for Aries and the person from the past? What's the advice? Ooh, Emperor reversed. And the 7 of Swords. Queen of Wands reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so all I will say is be careful and keep this person at an arm's distance. Try not, like if you and this person run into each other and they're acting like, oh, everything's all cool and they want to bring you back into their life or something like that. Don't get your expectations too high. Okay. Keep this person at an arm's distance and watch them closely. Don't let them get in too close. Don't try to jump in head first, willy-nilly. Just watch them. Watch them very carefully. I think a lot of you are going to do that anyway, because that's what it said in the very first spread. So I don't know why that advice is coming through, but yeah, just watch them carefully. I'm not going to tell you to cut them out of your life, but I'm also not going to tell you to just jump back in there. Keep them at an arm's distance and watch them closely. And then whatever happens after that, cross that bridge when you get to it. All right, now let's see what's due to come in next for the singles. What is due to come in next for the single Aries? Who's the next person coming in? Who's the next person coming in for the single Aries? Hey, could be a fellow Aries for some of you, but hang on. 2 more shuffles. Death reversed. This person could be fresh out of a relationship when the 2 of you connect. Yeah, this person definitely got their guard up, but you are, whoever this person is coming in next, you're catching feelings for them really, really, really quickly. We got the King of Wands in the reverse right here, so you might want to be careful. Ooh, and the 7 of Swords. This person may not have the greatest intentions right off the rip. This might be a test for some of you, honestly. I was trying to avoid that. I had a feeling that something like that was going to come through. Then I was going to try to steer around that, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to let me. I think this is a test. Yeah, there it is. There's the one. Okay, well, the good news is you're only tested when it's time to level up. There's only bad news if you didn't learn your lesson. So, if you didn't learn everything you needed to learn in your last experience, then there's a likelihood that some of you could end up repeating a past cycle. I don't know though, because even though I do see you catching feelings for this person really quick, something is still triggering your defenses too. So it might be a little bit of a battle between heart and mind, you know, a head over heart decision you have to make here. Okay. Well, whenever a test comes through, that always throws a monkey wrench in my flow. I can't flow through the rest of the reading the way I normally do because that's a unique situation. I guess let's just go straight to the advice then. What advice do we have for the single Aries? What advice do we have for the single Aries, universe? What advice do we have for the single Aries? Ooh, the Empress reversed. Seven of Swords again. So pay attention to that feeling when something feels off. When something feels off, pay attention to it. Now, I know I've explained this a lot over the past couple of weeks, but when it all comes down to it, don't spend too much time driving yourself nuts and losing sleep trying to figure out what is off exactly. I know that's hard because when you feel that feeling, you want to get to the bottom of it and figure it out. That's just the way the ego works. But if you spend too much time trying to figure out what's off about somebody and you can't figure it out logically, the likelihood, what's more than likely going to happen is it's going to end up in conflict and drama. Because when something feels off, it is off. Period. Something's off. Something. It's either them, you, or both of you. So when it feels off, something is off. So don't spend too much time trying to figure it out. If after a certain period of time you can't figure out exactly what it is, don't worry about it. Now, something's off here. I don't think me and you are a vibrational match. I don't think so. So don't let it get to the point where it's going to pop off into some drama. Don't let it get to that point. If the two of you can't come together and your energies come together and flow naturally and organically, you might want to ask yourself, is this something I need in my life? Don't be afraid to step away from something that doesn't quite feel right. Okay? So, all right. Well, let's see, I guess, let's see what's going on with the singles and the person that you're interested in. Let's see what's happening in June between single Aries and their love interest. What's happening in June, universe? Seven of Wands. So they still got their guard up, or is that you that has your guard up? Who has their guard up here? King of Pentacles. Well, you're starting to wonder whether or not you're just wasting your time. Yeah. I don't know. With the Seven of Cups here, maybe this person just doesn't really want to settle down right now. Kind of feels like they might just want to keep their options open, honestly. Man, it's a strong connection, though, isn't it? Strong connection. There's a part of you that I think your logical mind is debating on walking away from this, but the connection is so strong and so intense, you just can't find it in yourself to walk away from this. You're torn. You don't really know what to do. This person could be sending you some mixed signals, but then I'm feeling like some of you are driving yourself nuts trying to figure out if they're sending you mixed signals or if you're just making that up in your head, you know? So, could be a fellow Aries for some of you. Also have Cancer and Gemini here. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay, well, let's see how they feel about you. How does this person feel about Aries in June? What's their energy look like? What are their intentions? What kind of person are they in general? Boom! Oh, Magician reversed. Boom! Got the Six of Wands. Queen of Swords reversed. Huh. Tower card, Death card. So this, how do I even explain this? So the majority of the things this person does is for the attention of somebody else. I believe it's a past person just because we have the Death card, Tower card here. So, for example, it's like when, like, say, for example, their relationship ended 2 months ago and they're just keeping quiet, not mentioning it, hoping that their ex is watching and putting on this big old show, this big front to everybody else. Really, they're hoping that their ex is watching them. So everything that they're doing in their life is to try to get their ex's attention, you know? Even if they was to show you some attention, you know, like let's say they agree to take you out for drinks or something like that. And, you know, they're posting pictures and tagging you in them and stuff like that. They're really doing that hoping that their ex is watching. That makes sense? So I'm not sure what the nature of this situation is, but they are staring into the rearview mirror. Let's put it like that. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Who else do I got here? Anybody? Leo, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay, well, let's get some advice here, I guess. What advice do we have for the single Aries and the person they're interested in? What's the advice? Hey, Emperor, Hierophant reversed. Star card. Okay. Well. Oh, man. This advice is always so hard. It's always so hard because I don't really want to be the one to... I try not to say one thing or another is definite, you know? So, like, I don't want to say walk the fuck away from this. But I also don't want to say spill your heart out on the table. I want to try to figure out if I can meet you in the middle somehow. And with situations like this, that's tricky. So, have you let this person know how you feel? Have you let them know what your intentions are? Have you let them know what you want? If you have, there's really nothing else you can do. Really nothing else you can do. If you have not, I would maybe consider seeing if you can start introducing that into the mix here and see if they seem receptive to it. That's about all you can do. Because, like I said, you know, their, I think, main concern is to try to make an ex jealous or something like that, you know. But there is room here for the two of you to form a connection. There is. But if you're just kind of hanging and waiting, it doesn't really look like they're taking action to take things to the next level anytime soon. So I would see if you can put forth a little bit of effort to see if you can push this situation in a different direction, but don't try to force it. Don't try to fight it. Now, for those of you dealing with a situation in which you all have been talking, flirting, maybe going out on dates and stuff like that, and especially if y'all done been fucking for a month or two, then you need to have the what are we conversation. Hey, if that's your situation, we need to have the what are we conversation. Because, you know, if you're dealing with somebody who's dating you, stringing you along for like 2 months, 2 months of stringing you along, they'll string you along for 2 years. So after a couple of months, going into that third month, definitely, if we haven't established what we are, we either need to do this shit or get off the pot, basically, you know. There is room here. There is potential. I'm just going to have to penetrate a deeper level with this person and hopefully help them just release that damn ex and put them behind them, you know. So, all right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Aries family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget the information for personal readings is in the description. For those of you who missed the beginning of the video, on our website, we added a couple more reading options. So it's no longer same day, 24-hour readings only. We have a 72-hour and a 48-hour option on there as well. Also, don't forget my course for the month of May is my course on how to read the tarot. It's a 2-part course. And my goal is to help you develop your own style, your own unique style of reading, and not be intimidated by it. It's a lot simpler than you think, okay? So the link for that is in the description. June 1st, it's going bye-bye. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.